Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Finds the receiver wide open. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. That offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Just a great play by the running back here. Finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback still with the football. Great cut there. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Or it's snapped to the back. No gain there. Ball was spotted at the 2 again.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Point after, knocked right through. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense, 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Nice job here by this back picking up the 1st down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Linebacker shifting around now. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking for the wideout. Along the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time?
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Throws to the tight end. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
There's certain moments in the game that if you can execute, you have a great chance of winning. I would say in the red zone, coming up with touchdowns and converting on 3rd downs. This is a great job of executing to keep this drive alive. Don't forget this play.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Extending the play now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, it's 3rd down. I understand there's a tendency for the quarterback to want to trust his arm and believe in his receivers to make a play. But boy, that was a tight throw. He's lucky it wasn't picked.
And the Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Buying time. Moving to his left. Trying to get the throw off. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He flips it to the back across the middle. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, you can't criticize this coach for being too conservative, can you? This guy's going for it on 4th down deep in his own territory. You have to have the utmost confidence in your offense to be able to execute that. And in this case, they proved him right.
That's an important first down on that running play. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And the Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Ducks looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. This one is right through. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the 2nd half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of life from this offense.
What a nice pickup there, Chris. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up another big play.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. And he finds his target. He has the first. And he'll finally go down, but it's a 1st down and much more. Great game in the play.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
The Tigers will line up here on 1st down and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
2nd down and goal upcoming. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, the quarterback makes the right decision here on the RPO to get out of the run game, get the ball out to that right flat, just unable to execute with the throw.
Now, a crucial 3rd down and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
So a yard away from the end zone zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover 2, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? He's free around the 15. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And the tailback's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Second down, looking to throw it. That's caught. It's McClellan. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll run it to the left. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The back's got it. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. He's going to hand this off. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances. This guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. Got a lane. Can he get in? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Pressure is coming. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. And the Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's looking deep here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to the left. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw yet again. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. That powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Second down after that previous play. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Hands off to the left. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Ducks just hoping to run this clock out here in the final minute. Testing the right side here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. The last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging
I
moments.
fucking did it, nigga. I fucking did it, nigga. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, nigga, yeah. Yeah, nigga, yeah. About motherfucking time. 12 years of leagues. 12 years of fucking leagues. I ain't got no bowl or natty. Now I got a motherfucking natty.